ASEC Formoso, can any other private firm undertake in so far as this project is concerned? For example, Globe or Smart, for instance.
Okay, as explained by Chairman Chu a while ago, the thrust of our private carriers has always been in those areas where they make money. So they're concentrated in the urban areas. But the problem with this country is that the opportunities for communications, especially in the 4th, 5th, and 6th class municipalities, are not there. And the reason the private telcos are not there, especially in the broadband area, is because there's not enough money to be made. So the purpose of the National Broadband Network is to equalize opportunity. So not only those people in the urban centers can avail of information technology, but people in the 4th, 5th, and 6th class municipalities as well. So that if medyo lumalayo na yung distansya kasi, not only in terms of opportunity, but in terms of availability of technology between urban and rural areas.
Are you saying mas malaking ang pakinabang ng rural areas dito kung natuloy itong project na to?
Well, lahat makikinabang.
Okay.
Pero mas malaki lang, it will be more advantageous to the 4th, 5th, and 6th class municipalities because there are no services like this available in those areas.
So itong ina-address nito yung matagal na pinag-uusapan ng digital divide, yung merong ng technology pero ang nakakagamit lamang ay ilan lamang.
Yes.
Ngayon, dito sa costs, no? Sa kasalukuyang takbo ng public governance, sa pamamalakad ng pamahalaan, meron ba kayong ideya kung magkano ang ginagastos sa communication na maaaring maitipid kung ito ay kasama doon sa broadband?
Yes, sir. According to the COA figures, and this is 2004 figure, we're spending about 3.7 billion pesos a year.
3.7
billion pesos a year on communications. That includes the national government agencies, the government-owned and controlled corporations, as well as the local government units. But you have to understand that this amount we are spending now is at the level of connectivity we now have. Meaning we're only about, our rough estimate is we're only connected about 25%. Meaning of our actual needs, only 25% are being addressed. So if you multiply that by 4, assuming we want to go 100%, then you would be multiplying the 3.7 that we are presently spending now by 4 to come up with a realistic figure as to how much we would save if the National Broadband Network was implemented. Consider that with the 1 billion, less than 1 billion in amortization that we will be paying, assuming we went through with the project, we would be paying about 1 billion pesos a year.
1 billion?
1 billion on loan and interest, plus another about 750 million to 1 billion on operating expenses.
Nabanggit yung i-operationalize po natin.
Yes.
Pagpalagyan natin sa governance, isa sa mga pinaka-importante na pangangailangan ng komunikasyon is during disasters, okay, or impending disasters for a system of warning. How does that translate? Will you be able to cover a larger area with the capability for early warning for disasters?
Well, the good thing about the National Broadband Network, and I think the introduction a while ago touched on it a little bit, is that this is now a versatile system. It's not only capable of handling voice, it's capable of handling data as well as video. So what that means is that, any type of information na gusto mong padaanin dito sa, let's analogize it to a pipeline or a highway.
Okay.
Maski anong ipadaan mo dun, pwede nang dumaan. So at disaster communications, you basically need either voice or data. Voice in a sense that you're calling the first responders to come to a particular place. Data means you're transmitting what requirements a disaster area would require in terms of food, emergency supplies, etc., etc. With the design of our system, it's 100%, it's nationwide. So lahat ng sulok may communication system na. And the good thing about the technology we're using is that it's madaling ayusin. Just in case, kasi puro mga wireless to eh. So what you do, if one antenna is knocked down, maglagay ka lang ng another radio equipment and your system is back online. So disaster recovery becomes easier in this type of situations.
Yeah, let's move forward, and maski po sino sa inyo pwedeng sumagot sa tanong na ito. Anong kaibahan po nitong project na to so far as Cyber Ed project is concerned? And second, pwede ho ba itong pag-join in?
Okay. Let's move back a little bit. We are, since 2006, we became a member of the International Telecommunications Union Council. Yun ho ang governing body of an yung ITU is a UN body charged with coming up with standards on telecommunications. One of the standards that they've come up with is yung tinatawag ko natin na NGN. It's the Next Generation Network. Ang ibig sabihin ko yun, all the communications will be done through internet protocol. Internet protocol meaning lahat ho ng voice, video, or data will be converted into data packets. And these data packets are individually addressed. Kaya pwede ho silang dumaan all at the same time sa isang pipe lang. Maski iba-iba yan, tubig, langis, suka, for example. Pwedeng dumaan lahat yan. Because alam nila kung saan sila pupunta. Cyber education has a different requirement. As the cyber education as approved by the Department of Education, as envisioned by the Department of Education, required a simultaneous interactive process with all the schools around the country. So in that aspect, because of the content, hindi pwedeng pagsamahin. But if the only concern was internet connectivity or broadband connectivity, then everything could have been handled by the National Broadband Project.
Para sa pangkaraniwang mamamayan, ano ang magiging impact kung mayroong broadband connectivity sa kanyang buhay, livelihood? Any of you, we can start maybe with...
Ako, simple lang yan. Ako kasi, I'm from the province, from Ilocos, taga Ilocos ako. A lot of my kababayans come to Manila just to look for information from the government. For example, may kailangan sa SSS, may kailangan sa POEA. If this system has been implemented, all they need to do instead of spending money to come over to Manila is to go to their barangay center. Go to the website of POEA, look if let's say they're looking for a job overseas, all they need to do is go to the website of POEA and look at kung anong available na posisyon. Instead na magbubus pa, kailangan pang humanap ng titirhan sa Manila. So, doon pa lang early, malaking bagay na yun. Second, processing of passports. Finding out kung magkano na pera mo sa GSIS, kung pwede ka bang umutang. Things like that. Ibig sabihin is yung central offices, yung mga functionalities ng central offices, dala mo na yan sa mga barangays. Hindi na yung mga tao sa barangay, lalapit pa. Kasi nandun na, dumadaan na dun sa tubo eh.
Marami pa tayong katanungan tungkol sa broadband and later on the ZTE deal matapos ang ilang mga paalala.